already had that on radar. Okay, good, yeah. They do it's a visual bug. Okay, good. They will go. 319 Lister and Chelsea. Nice, Papana. Great work. I think you should get a car, Collie. Like, I think you'll have more fun. Although I'm saying that and I'm just spending your money for you and it's going to be a really expensive trip. Oh, it's self-defense. Whoops, sorry. I'm not doing anything there. Yeah, like, America without cars is hard. Like, different parts of it are a bit better, but Florida is not a great place without a car. Depends what you're doing. Like, obviously, when we went for Chaos Cup, we weren't going anywhere other than Chaos Cup and the one day at Disney, Otter drove me to, so... But yeah, I think renting a car. I actually quite like driving in America as well. It's very easy. Trapdoors are for the half, thank you. Well, it's not changing anything for me anyway. Okay, so they failed the pickup in the rain and they failed... And wow, the rain is really like... The rain has been really impactful. Which you would not think, given that both teams have elves to pick the ball up. All right, so we have managed to get to half-time at 0-0. That's obviously good. We're down a lineman. Makes it a bit tricky to think about who goes in the second line here. I think I want to spread the line out with the big guys. Actually, no, I don't do. I quite want to bunch them together because I haven't got tails or anything, so... Maybe we just do the 3. Maybe we just do a boring boat. Offset, but it's still a boring boat. It is raining, so maybe a boat is appropriate. Maybe we just need a boat to get us through the rain. You can turn right on red lights too. But not all red lights, because they like to make it a mystery. You have to keep your eye open, because every now and then there'll be one saying, don't turn right here. Imagine if red light just meant don't go. I mean, what sort of crazy place would have that as a rule? Crazy idea. So the goblin is all the way back here to support the dark elf. I'm not sure what the goblin's doing all the way back there. But that's a good quick snap for Keith. That means you might avoid needing to do the pickup roll. It's a 4+ because it's the rain and it's like a kick rather than a pickup, but still 50-50 chance to not have to do it. And they brought another one. Yeah. Ball handling has been a challenge for everyone in this game, except for, I guess, my random smash catch. That sound effect, which Bloodborne stole from me on his stream. Stole. I have to allow it and be nice because he gave me a beautiful vampire team which won a tournament this weekend. But still absolutely theft of original material that I definitely came up with myself. Like a foghorn with boobies. Boobies!
Maybe you can see what
boobies! Stupid big guys bashing my beautiful elves. Be strong, G-City. G-City strong. Do you get 25% of an outfit for painting the vampires? Not sure how we'd assign that. Just shave off a part of the trophy. Might not look as good. He's about to do something stupid. That is a good sound effect. Would that constitute backseat coaching though? If you were in a tournament and someone started using that that sound effect, you might just switch it off if you play in World Champs. It's part of the caution. Picking the ball up. That'll never catch on. All right. So they have got the ball, and they have got a pretty well stabilized offense here. A nice spread on the screen. Two big guys out in front. So the last drive, obviously, I was saying like it had become Keith's offense, which it kind of had. But the one good thing was the two big guys were stuck here, so I was able to pressure the cage back here without the big guys attached to it. This is much harder because the big guys are not in that position here. Like the big guys are very much where they want to be to work with the cage, which is obviously less good for me, and therefore should be illegal. That last bit was a bit of just impromptu thought, but it probably should be right, shouldn't it? Like things that are bad for me should be illegal. I think we just leave this one down. Keith could foul, but he hasn't fouled yet. And if he does foul, there's no bench, there's no bribe. Whereas if we dodge this and roll one and hurt ourselves, it's not like the dodge would achieve much, right? The dodge is not going to change much about my defense. So I think we leave that for now. I'm going to come this way because it does look like they're going to angle this way. And if they go this way, then we've got time to catch up to it anyway. So, hey, JDYT. So, I need to update something because it's on my Discord, but it's changed. I was playing my Rebel playoff game tonight at 7 p.m. My opponent has asked to reschedule, so we're now doing that tomorrow at 7 p.m. Rebel playoffs, 19 UTC. Anyone watching this on YouTube will be very confused because that doesn't apply, but for those of you here on Twitch, that's now tomorrow. And the World Championship game against Strider is Saturday at 21 UTC, so 9 p.m. UK time. I also need to put in there. It's annoying, isn't it? We can't get the assist very easily. Maybe if we hit this, we could. But we haven't got a block brace free to deal with. I'll just do that one. Probably an overcommitment. Listen, J-Lev, you could make this all much easier by just losing. Think how much that would be easier for everybody.
If I had a I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team.
Very glad that fell over. I'm following up. I feel like I am following up here.
The players on the ground.
Don't you all agree, chat, that if J-Lev could just lose his game, that would make things more interesting? This is all wrong in my opinion. You played a Renegades by blitzing with Minotaur and yelling no every turn. No, I don't know. The World Championships, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not high on optimism. I think the most likely outcome is that J-Lev and Strider go through. But this is why we play the games. Things can happen. It was always the group of death. We knew it was going to be tough.
I think he's moving.
And, oh my god, that's a rough blitz to lose. See, I think maybe Uber Devel was right. It looks like a missed opportunity there from Keith to shout moo before doing that blitz and do it with Minotaur. And it has cost them because the Ogre rolled a 1. Pretty unlucky turn all around there because they lost the blitz and then they also failed this block on a 1 in 9. So now we are going to. I think now it's an all in turn with the Ogre staying on the floor. Sorry, Talk. It's not the ladder. It's not the promised ladder lizards because I realise that I have a league game with Keith to play, and so that's happening instead. Very nice pow. Beautiful. I was just slightly worried of chain pushes here, but I'm going to put it that way. That makes sense.
A good coach always uses the right player, right time.
Oh, that's a nice Kaz. SVP on a blitzer. Love that. Is this an overcommit if I come around the back? Blitz there. Hit that. Hit that. Maybe you have a way through here. I'm still in the way. I don't know. I feel like we can catch up to them if it does prove to be a bit an overcommit.
Will it make a difference?
Dark Elves are just banger elves. They can be. Well done, Shirate, by the way, for being our first casualty causer of the game. That's good. Starts with a 1 dice on the orc. Gets a push. Probably not what they were hoping for. Obviously not a disaster, but I think in the game state they might have been hoping to get lucky power, which has also not happened on that 1 dice. So this is now clear where they're trying to go through. They're trying to go through here, which we're going to have players free because they didn't power to track them down. Oh my goodness, the Goblin 1 dice on the Blodger. The absolute audacity of Nardly King Cleats. The Super Gob. Doing a 1 dice pow on Cornite the Blodger. The audacity. How very dare they? It's the bow down with the block player. Well timed throwing that one. So they have relieved this pressure a little bit. Maybe they're not going to push forward this turn. And I assume because they've blitzed here now. Okay, yeah, just moving up 1 square. I assume we take this Minotaur hit this way. She gets a stun. Okay, well, it's definitely not the safest ball. Let's go a bit of hits now. Uh-oh. Should have set this up first. I'm not punished. If I hit this, what are my options? Push you into here and then we have the 1 dice on it just right away. Push you into here. Now it's pushing the ball carriage there, isn't it? Power is great. So now we can just one dice it. Or if we dodge this, we can do two dices, which seems like it's probably a better idea. There. Do we blitz this? I think probably not. I think we save our blitz because we can blitz get on someone else. I think we do reroll this. Get the pow. Pretty good scatter. Not a very easy recovery for us, but also like not one for them either. Got to take this on the goblin and get this up. Love that. Pow. Push here. The KO. And then we could do the audacious. It's only a 3+ to get there. It's a 4+ to pick up. It's only a 3+ to get there. Rude elf things. Absolutely just rudeness. We now need to stop that Minotaur from hitting us. And that's now looking quite good, isn't it? That's now looking quite good. Yeah, basically a war dancer play, but with a dark elf blitzer. Jump over. Low key, very, very good in lots of situations for elves. I'll try and keep an eye out for it, which I don't always do as well as I could. Treat Captain Team Ireland. I can see some problems with that. Oh, poor Keith. Another 1 in 9. The big guys have been awful for in this game.
There's only one word to say.
Not a pow. Is this a dicing? I think we need to try to force the handoff again. Just to add to the rudeness. Not actually just to add the rudeness, but because we are trying to develop our team. Do this first. Certainly 181 fail. Very rude. Again. Jump over. Again. Oh, even a Kaz. It's all gone very, very well for us, hasn't it? It's all gone very, very well for us. Poor Keith. Turning into an exhibition. It's definitely turning into a one-sided ending here. I think we don't stall here. I think we score and see if in 2 turns we might be able to score again. Because he is down maybe 3 players depending on whether the KO comes back. He's also going to get a chance to kill my witch elf though. Do you take the both down? Just roll for the Kaz. Trust your armor 9+ against my 8+? No, you don't. Must have been at least a tiny bit tempting. So we will do a blitz somewhere. Might as well be here. Make it a 4 dice. 4 dice. I definitely can't make it a 4 dice. That's not a thing. But maybe I can make it a 3 dice if I know how to count. fine. And we will just score. Is that a tree special rule? It should be. Well, can't... what's the new Chaos Dwarf star player can effectively have 4 dice, can't they? The new Chaos Dwarf star player, the Bull Centaur, has a free reroll on a blitz on one of its blocking dice once per turn. So effectively, if you're strength 6 and you're hitting a normal player at strength 3 with 1 assist, you've got 3 dice and you're guaranteed to reroll one of them, so 4 dice. So it's a Thark the Unstoppable rule, kinda. I've got one more game in the regular season in my tabletop league. Opponent is down 2 players and his roster star currently looking at 660,000 of inducements. Yikes. A tree going for the tree now has to be a hate crime, Shelley. I'm sorry, Keith. I'm sorry. That is funny and also makes me feel mean. Free reroll for Keith. I'm being diced again.
Loose ball is a dangerous ball. The player needs to secure it fast.
I only have 2 blocking dice now because I managed to break one of my blocking dice at the weekend. I was genuinely quite sad about it. I had these blocking dice that look like Blood Bowl 2 blocking dice that someone in my league found online and ordered them. And like a bit just chipped off one of them. So now I've only got 2 blocking dice. G City says that's enough for today. I mean, Shepard, honestly, the sad conclusion I'm coming to is probably that they're very cheap dice. They weren't that cheap to buy, but I'm assuming they were very cheaply made. I have a photo that I should put in my Discord. I literally just like, I just rolled it one time and I was like, hang on, that's like chipped off at the edge. Yeah, I'm famous, aren't I, for being so aggressive at the table. Big guys finally did big guy things. 2 hits, 2 removals there on the line. Took them a while. So the Renegade Thrower actually can throw the Renegade Elf actually can throw the ball a bit. It's 3+ passer, so there are passing plays on here. I reckon the play is probably that we blitz one of these and then just put things on the other one. I think if we put shadowing on this one, that's basically as good as knocking it over, because shadowing OP. Like, they're not going to avoid falling over once it's been shadowed. So, in fact, I might even just not blitz either of them, because I want to get players forward.
Close and personal, Bob.
Need to be close. Smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Oh, wow. Sorry, Keith. I heard the shadowing lineman. This is my turn 15, so like I need to be in scoring range or I'm not scoring. So that's going to scoring range. That's going into scoring range. That would not be in scoring range. It has to be on more forward, it's not in range. Okay, so at least those are in scoring range. I mean, we've had to just leave a channel for them to run up here, but... Connie, don't you join in. You're the one who likes Keith saying tree better than anyone, and I'm trying to get you a tree now. So if you're joining in, then what hope is there for anyone?
Kinetic energy
just doing this for your entertainment. Only your entertainment. So, run this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't run that way. Go through. Okay, yeah, avoid the interception chance and get through. But didn't take the dodges. Alright, well, the rudeness is being rewarded at the moment. So Shirato's already got 7 SVP. Shamba has 0 SVP, so we want to try and score on Shamba. That's fine. Oh, we'd like to score on the Witch Elf, actually. The Witch Elf would be great too. Alright. Problem with the Witch Elf is we need to clear it first and then get the ball to it, which is not that easy. Well, maybe it is. Hang on. So what we do is we go here. Best version of this, we knock this over, but if not, we can just dodge that and sweep this way. Good. Alright, hand off. Will either work or it won't. It won't. Diced. Diced! Going for the tree now. Sorry, Keith. That was a rough game. That was a rough game. I think, to be honest with you, like, I've played against renegades a couple of times, and I think they can be good against elves, but it really just comes down to whether or not the big guys kick off. So, like, I think your chances of winning that just kind of came down to, like, were the big guys good? And they just weren't at the beginning. They were obviously, like, for one turn there at the end, but yeah, I think you had a pretty rough go of it. However, because I'm a massive lucker dog, we've actually hit the MVP on the Witch Elf. So, despite not scoring on Paddy Riot, they have in fact got the level we wanted anyway. So, extremely lucky outcomes all around. Shirato gets dodge because we do just want to have. I really should check to see if we're playing the elves next, dwarves next. I should have checked before I did that, but I've already picked it. I might hold off on Paddy Riot's level and think about it because there's kind of 2 ways to go here, which is basically block or wrestle. It's not like there's that much choice. And I don't fully know which of those I think is right because in Resurrection format, I tend to go like double wrestle witches when I play Dark Elves, and I like that. But obviously it is a different thing to playing in a league where they can die and you don't want them on the floor as much because being on the floor gets stomped on. So I don't know. G-City, so stupidly you can't check in game who you're playing next. For no obvious reason. They just have hidden it. But it does appear that there is an algorithm which reliably works out who you'll play next, so I'm certain that it can be found out. I've got Necro next. So yeah, like people have hacked it basically. I think I'll want Wrestle. Against Necro, Wrestle is definitely nice because you can use it on the race, although with Frenzy's a bit less nice. I think probably the long term I'm going to want both witches and I'll have one Wrestle, one block. But I think maybe like to begin with, because we're not going to get Wrestle here obviously because we're doing blitzes, maybe Wrestle first one. I'm not totally sure. There you go, Keith's got it on the thing. So we're Division C. And match day 4 is Habeas Corpses. Oh, that's not the one I just clicked on. Is it? Maybe it is. No, that's a different name. I'm confused. I'm confused. The team that is on this website is coached by Home Slice, but the team that Home Slice has here is Orcs. So I'm bamboozled. There are 2 Home Slices? How many Home Slices are there in Ira BB? I'm bewildered. They rerolled the team. He's on Hawks now. Bamboozled. There's only one Home Slice here. I feel like I'm being tricked. I feel like I'm being led astray. What if it's the Orcs? Bit scary because they've got the mice bow, but probably another argument for taking the wrestle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just make a decision with myself here to not overthink it. I like having wrestle when I do Resurrection Dark Elves. Let's try it, and I'll see if I like it. If I don't, I'll know for next time. I think with all these players, I'm sorry, I didn't talk through those decisions as much as I could have done. Like, I think with all the skill positions on a Dark Elf team, you could just random, right? Like if you, especially playing in a ladder, like if you have the time and patience to cycle things, you can always just random, especially randoming the general tree, because the general tree is pretty good. But like, I think in a league where you've only got a limited number of games and you need to make sure you're moving up the standings, it probably makes sense to get the key skills just right away. And the key skills on Dark Elves are dodge on all your blitzers, and then either wrestle or block on your Witch Elves. I think there's really no other choices but those for your first skills. After that, you can have all sorts of different decisions, but I just think you need to have that blodge and rodge as quick as you can, because that's what makes the team strong. Like, they're not as fast as other elves, but they are quite hard to bang out compared to other elves, and that's because they've got quick access to a lot of blodge and they've got higher armor. So yeah, that's the way I would do it. We have not got enough cash to hire any more positionals yet. We are going to, when we do, get the Blitzer next, and probably the Witch Elf after that, and then we'll see how much of a fun haver I'm feeling like, and whether or not I'm going to get some assassins. I'd kind of like to do assassins, at least one, just for the fun, but it's an expensive path to get there. So for now, that was game 2 of our Ira BB run. And if you are watching on YouTube and you're enjoying it, please do hit that like and subscribe. Someone else got banged out and so I started a new team. Relatable. And it's very kind of Ira BB to let people do that. Because not every league does. A lot of leagues would have said, and now you suffer through it. And it would have been fair enough, but I am glad that that was an option. I got banged out by pro elves. That's the saddest part of it. If I'd been banged out by like orcs, it might have felt a bit less horrifying, but it was pro elves. Stupid pro elves. Right, let's go spin the ladder lizards. Are there any more games being played yet? There are. We're up to 8 pages now. That's a good sign. Up to 8 pages. What does the Rebel playoff look like? I haven't really looked at that yet. So we're on 13 players at 1615. And my opponent is Sorry, guys, you're going to get some spoilers if you don't want to know who's won the other games. My opponent is very close on TV, actually, so there won't be a big inducements in this one, which is fun. First Nurgle team I think I've seen in Rebel since it went to Blood Bowl 3. Used to be like the number one thing. Well, not the number one thing, but there used to be it used to be super regular. If you made Rebel playoffs, you're going to run into some monster Nurgle teams. So this is the first Nurgle monster team of Rebel, I guess. And they're nowhere near as monstrous as the old 2.2 million ones you used to see with Clawpom everywhere. That said, they have got very nice Pestigore here for hunting elves. I was really hoping that would get MNG'd or something. But it did not. So yeah, that's going to be horrible to deal with. They've got a nice ball carrier. Movement 7 ball carrier, which is the way of things now. Every bash team can save for the stats. They have got a dirty player. They've got 13 players, they can use it. It's kind of a weird team because it has still got like a couple of baby bloaters, but to be honest with you, those are still pretty annoying for elves. Like, obviously, there is the scary part of they might roll 1 and 9s for my opponent. But in general, it's kind of against elves. It's not going to matter too much that they haven't got block and stuff because I'm just not going to hit them that much. So the defensive part of it doesn't really matter. And they've got like enough guard, right? Because I haven't got any guard. Which is a bit of a problem with my team. Oh, not the 2 left routes. I think now one reroll a cycle and there's 3 seasons in a cycle. I don't really understand the cycle season thing. I have to admit, Keith, that's like a bit of a mystery to me. So like, what we're doing right now is a cycle. Let's have a look at it and you can explain. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Nope, that's not it. There. Oh, I can't look at it now because I've got
Welcome back, Bloodbone.
yeah. Oh, so you do 2 redrafts. Okay. What if are you allowed to are you allowed to change team between cycles? Between seasons? Or are you committed, like once you've done what I've already done, are you stuck with that team if you want to play in the rest of the cycle? So like, could I just, at the end of this season, could I say, okay, I'm bored of Dark Elves, I want to do Halflings, or is that not allowed? Because I've already done one. Because like redraft will reset any of the horrible injury stuff anyway, but it's more just a question of like if you get bored of the race, are you allowed to change or are you stuck with it?
Good weather. Shame. Nothing to spice things up.
You gotta stick it out. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But like, are you allowed to drop between seasons, or are you also like once you've said you're in, you've got to do all 3 seasons? It's quite a lot of games in a cycle then, because the seasons don't look that short. Welcome into game number 6 on the Lizard team. A shocking new era for our lizards, where we actually get to have a full number of big lizards. We've got all 6 Saurus, and for the first time a Croc score on the team, our new Croc score Dizzy Bess. We've also got a movement 9 runner, which is nice. We've got 10 players, 1 journeyman. We've spun into Vitriolic Monkey on Skaven. They've played 3 games, 2 wins and a loss. They've got a Mighty Blow Blitzer. They have a 2 heads Gutter Runner, which looks like it was a random as well. Very nice random. That helps their 1 turn a lot. A Kick Line Rat, another random. And that's about it for now. Looks like 12 players, 2 rerolls, and level 3. And mercifully, they are 10,000 short of getting Bomber. That would be very sad. Won the coin toss. I think we still hit first. It's a bit more ambiguous with Skaven because obviously like you're giving them the one turn, but I think it's still a case of we want to, especially now we've got a couple of mighty blows, see if we can smash some Skaven faces before we need to play defense. Again, pretty new to lizards, so my strategy choices might not all be the correct ones. We'll work it out as we go. It's going to be a challenge to keep the ball safe actually against these gutter runners, because that can basically just dive into the cage whenever it feels like and have at least the one dice on a skink. Now admittedly it'll mostly be power hunting if you do that, because I doubt they want to take both down on that player, but I guess they might if they really need to sack the ball. Not a league admin, so what I say isn't final. I don't know, Keith, now you've said it. Now you've said it, I think I have to treat it as final. Oh, I'm sad I don't have Frenzy anymore. Like last game I had Frenzy, I could have surfed this right away. I like Frenzy. I don't know when you put Frenzy on a lizard team. Don't think you can put it on a Saurus. You could maybe random it on a skink and take it. Just for the madness skink. Yes, you bloody can. Collie is having none of my shit. I'd just be worried with a Frenzy Saurus about getting it stuck to the sideline. Like if people do like setups where they like leave the player behind, like you can't Frenzy and then dodge back away. Seems like that could go wrong. So Day-Day's going to get the ball for us. And they do have Frenzy, so I need to be careful with that. Oh, hey, Vitriolic Monkey. Good luck to you as well. Oh my god, Keith, that was absolutely the right play. And then, yeah, I was obviously glad it didn't work, but yeah, I did think you were unlucky. I was worried. I was worried. So we won this, so one of my players gets pro for the whole match. I think we won't put it on Day-Day, because they're going to be picking the ball up and stuff. Although they got dodge, we could put it on a blocker. I've got 2 rerolls that I think I'll put it on Day-Day for the pickups. Maybe I'll live to regret that. We'll see.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure.
Didn't even die to the mighty bow hit. I have been diced.
That's a good choice for a display. That'll help the player move without
2 hits, no dead rats. Comedy mega dicing.
Unity is strength.
Okay, accident turnover. Don't want to put there because it's
They're still What's that player?
not ideal.
Here comes the other team.
Maybe even should have rerolled that. Should at least have counted the squares, which I did not. So they can just pick that ball up. Definitely should have counted the squares. That ball can just be on a gutter runner in a second. Mistakes made. Surely the Crocs. What was Surely the Crocs? Oh, I thought you can't put it on a loner. If I could put it on the Croc score, then I made a massive mistake. I thought you couldn't put them on loners. Yeah, without the learning trait. It does say without the learning trait on the thing.
I'd like to see something,
Hmm.
but I'm just going to go and watch Game of Gnomes instead.
This is a bit of a worry, isn't it? When I say a bit, I mean a lot. Oh, I thought we'd blitz this. Are we just going to go pick it up in a tackle zone?
Quick and easy.
Why not blitz it? That's my only question. Oh, because we want to blitz with the Roger. Well, there's a risk you've taken here, which is that... Well, we'll see.
That plays. Oh no, my mistake.
I mean, there's a risk that you failed the pickup, which you obviously didn't do. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't want to say it because I know Vitriolic Monkey's in chat, but this is definitely surfable now if the dice cooperate, which is always an if, but it's obviously what we've got to try.
Can't argue with that call, can you?
Good thing we started with that. Hey, dead. Sorry, Vitriolic Monkey. That was maybe a bit mean to cheer, but on the other hand, we needed it. Take the POW and don't risk a loner hit on the gutter runner. Also, I think we've got to serve it. I think we've got to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's no dice to get out there. I think we've got to go for the serve. It's just so valuable. Like getting this piece off the pitch.
He won't leave it alone anytime soon.
Doesn't mean we're going to have no recovery. But, you know, who cares about that?
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
They need more defenders if they're gonna stop the ball. Forget the
Oh my god. Alright, interesting square. Interesting square. What's the situation for this? This is not adjacent to that. So that's not ideal. We need to put what we have here in front of this.
loose ball is a dangerous
It reminds me of the first story.
Yeah, I mean the problem is now that the gutter runner's probably just going to pick it up, and we probably shouldn't have done that. We probably should have kept this free to pick up afterwards, but I mean the chance to surf that and roll injury on it was pretty good, right? So we did the greedy thing. We may get punished for it. We may well. Of all the teams you probably shouldn't be greedy against, Rats are at the top of that list. Rats are at the top of the list of don't be an idiot. Sometimes we do it anyway. Hey, Ajax.
Cabal Vision HD comes with a range of new features. Please see your instruction guide for further details.
Don't be stupid, Jim.
Oh, second time. In for the ball, but
Okay, so they're going to shift one of the Saurus out the way. 1 in 9 there would have been great, but not to be. So now we've got some 2, well, we are slightly on our own way here, so we've got to do a 3+ dodge, so another 1 in 9 risk. Oh no, we aren't, we can do that block. there's the 1 in 9. So yeah, there was a 1 in 9 risk,
The snuggling
but
baked in a
kept the
pie is
reroll
not
for that.
enough
So
to this
now we've got to pick up on a 3+ with no reroll.
Where's the nearest pie shop?
And we can't score this turn. If we double rush, we'll be out of range, I think. Yeah, but double rush with no rerolls. Yeah, correct play. Correct play, unfortunately for me. Well played by Vitriolic Monkey, who is now essentially guaranteed to go 1-0 up. So it's just a question of what we can do to make sure they do take that option next turn, and then we have to get back to, can we murder this team enough to give ourselves a chance? So we were punished for our greed on the serve. Sadly for me.
I think he's moving. No.
Don't think they're going to have a stall here now. So that at least is good.
There's only one word to say about this one.
KO on the Roger is also nice. Hey, Packners. Yeah, it did go rather well for me the weekend. It did go rather well for me. Can't deny it.
Close and personal.
Good discipline there from Vitriolic Monkey, standing up the players and then just scoring anyway. just good like mentality. Safe moves first and then walk in. Okay, the Roger stays out, which is really nice. So hopefully we can get to 1-1 at half time. That's probably the best we can hope for now. And see if we can do some damage on the way. And then maybe there'll be a way to win in the second half. Like the small mercies, and they are very small mercies, are like, well, they're 1-0 up now, but maybe this will make the one turn harder for them. They've used their rerolls already. Hmm. 100% win rate in tournament starting with S. I'll look out for this in future decisions about which ones I go to. Okay, there's no surf on the table anymore, so we can spread out a bit, which is nice. Maybe we should have done this in the first place. Let's do it now. Swap those around. The good news is we still get our pro. So opponent has 10 on the pitch. Maybe we can trim that down, that'd be handy. Who got our Kaz in that before? Was it Kuko Merton who's already got it? Or was it one of the ones that needed it? We haven't got anyone else sat on 6 anyway. Do we want to follow this? I think so.
Now as free as a lark in a thunderstorm.
Very disappointing when we don't just get an instant murder from our mighty bow. Even more disappointing when our croc scored, doesn't want to play.
It looks like still on the menu tonight.
Okay, KO's good. Be a nice one to stay out because that's a useful piece there, the thrower.
I think he's going to make him suffer. They must have glue on
Pro for the win on the pickup. We'd love to see it. Okay. How aggressive will they be? Been pretty aggressive. Would they come through again to try and hit this? We definitely could. It's definitely an option. With no rerolls, it's definitely a riskier option than the last one was. I'm gonna chance it. We'll find out. It was exciting that pro actually worked. I was fully expecting the pro success and then pick up fail. Like that's the classic pro roll, right? Like you make the pro and then fail the reroll anyway. It's a very new team, Bob Bonner, I think, with 3 wins and 2 draws. Which, frankly, I think is an incredible record, given that we've played most of those games with 4 Saurus. Like, starting them with 4 Saurus, half the time down to 3 Saurus after a turn or 2. I'm very proud that we've managed to actually win games while having none of the important players on the pitch. This is our first game with the full complement of Saurus and Croc scores, and it's going wrong, so maybe I was better off with no Saurus. No, I started with 6 Saurus and they kept dying. I'd like to fire you off this team with movement 5, but I haven't had the cash. Despite, frankly, starting with lots of dedicated fans is the only reason I've been able to keep the team going at all, because even keeping on the number of Saurus I've had has been a challenge. Yeah, I think we lost 2 Saurus in game 1, I think.
Did you know it's rumored that Spike magazine editor,
So I'm not sending in the 2 heads.
actually hates sport?
Not sure whether it says.
Action figures
Is
instead.
it here?
This has nothing.
Here? Oh, it's here. Okay, yeah. On the snake. Makes sense.
There's something else.
But yeah, this is our first game with the Croc score, and our first game since the first game when we've had all the Saurus.
Punch the other enemy players quickly before trying
What time now? 5, okay. Probably want to take this hit with block. Good thing we did.
Down like a sack of slaughter
I'm gonna jam the Crocs in somewhere. Maybe we hit this first and then make a decision based on that. Yeah. Four, 5, 6. We need 1 more to make that a 3 dice. Third dice is the chart. Okay, that was nice. Man, it's so much nicer playing this team without the Rat Ogre. I don't have to worry about getting served.
They are down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to look good. Ouch.
So, slow and steady wins the race, maybe. Probably not. We still have to score here, and we're already on turn 6 coming up. But we have reduced what's in front of us quite a lot. 2 stuns will help for next turn, and we have got have we looked at it on here? No, you just have to do that.
You know, I may actually say something witty in this last. Just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything! Please, just be interested.
Yeah, KOs are nice. It would be nice to have some casualties because, of course, we might just see 11 rats back on the pitch at the start of the second half, which would be less than ideal. We might see them all on turn 8. They might get a 1 turn on turn 8, so I'm hoping the 1 turn is less likely because there's no rerolls left, but it can still happen, especially if these all wake up. I have it on turn, haven't I? Yeah, okay, yeah. They're thinking. Just making sure I wasn't just leaving the clock running there.
Bit of a lull. What are you up to, Bob?
Thinking about what to have for lunch. Roast elf heart, baked half.
We're just backing out there, taking the 1 dice with the lineman. Okay, so yeah, they're just protecting their gutter runners, which makes a lot of sense. And then putting the pressure on the ball, and I guess we'll dodge this. On a 4+. Okay,
Surrounded
so
by
we'll
adversaries like that.
want to make this a 3 dice again. Ball goes turn 6. Probably going to have to use the blitz, isn't it? So I've left a skink back here, which I've just found. It was just literally luck that I saw that by pushing back there. Okay, well, new blitz plan then. Which is a bit of a sad one, not what I was hoping to do. Do you get the power? Not what we wanted, but Crocs has been a bit sleepy so far. Need Dizzy to wake up a bit. Do you know what, Magia? I should make that like a habit. Like I should definitely do that on the regular. Just come back and check because it happens so often. You are smarter than me to be checking regularly because yeah, it definitely is a thing that happens. So I guess we're just blitzing this Frontosaurus.
That massive Bifford fan on Twitter has just sent you a rather intimate message, Bob. Would you like to take a look?
What is ogre on ogre action?
Can make the screen first, yeah. Makes sense. I'll check twice down for 3 turns in a row. Is there a couple of my touchdown zone? No, not this time. Like I say, I think that's better than what I do, which is just forget about it a lot of the time. So, no knockdown is nice. Obviously, no rerolls for it. So now we're taking this hit. Great. I think we have to follow here and push in. We want to 3 dice that for sure. So let's send you up first. And this. Third, oh wow, on a double skull otherwise as well. 3rd dice, very much the charm. Just a stun, sadly. But
5 gold pieces says he gets kicked in the face first.
okay, we're moving in the right direction. Would have really liked to do some murder, which has not happened, just the KOs, but overall, it could definitely be worse.
Should they be stepping on the player's neck with those stubby boots?
Yeah, I'm just going to take that hit, don't blame them. Mighty bow. That does mean a few things in front of us to stop us from scoring. I think they're probably just not going to stop us from scoring, so that's fair enough to not even think about it. Well, unless they just go for the sack, right? Like, they could go for the sack, but it's now pretty hard to make that not an uphill. Which maybe you try anyway. No. Just going to go for this.
On the floor.
I think it's fair enough.
That'll do, player.
Okay, that's nice for that hit. So, turn 8. Need to score.
That's a good choice for a display.
The domino effect.
First, let's see if we can murderize this gutter runner. It was greedy, but it was one with block, so...
Look at all those players sitting down on the job. There'll be trouble with the union.
We cannot murderize that gutter runner. We can roll only a lot of pushes.
The attacker
Oh well.
smells weakness.
I do regret at the start of the game not spending a reroll on that first 1 in 9. I thought it was a bit of a risk with only having 2 rerolls, but looking at that drive where I didn't even use a reroll until 1 greed hit at the end does make me think if I'd just done that, then maybe I would not be 1-0 down. So, mistakes made. Hang on. That's probably not the best way to defend this, is it? 2 heads. Am I better off doing that or that? Probably still that. I need to score, clear, run to the end zone, takes hits first. Of course we take hits first. Come on now. They're rats on the pitch. We need to murderize them. Sad the rat ogre's back. I very much enjoyed not having to deal with a rat ogre. Liked that much better. Well, you never know. Could roll some ones and hurt his own teammates. We can hope. So, looking for the hit into the hole here. Push and push, and then push from there. So, definitely need some dice. Can work, but definitely need some dice. Especially with the first hits, because you're doing loner, needing push. This hasn't got juggernaut, so those are all 5 pluses. A push is a 5 plus. That's really like where our best chance this failing comes from, is that he's got to roll 5 plus, 5 plus, 5 plus. The last one can be a pow. We're not doing it. We're just going to do some murder instead, in which case we're probably just going to serve this skink. This looks like we've given up on the 110. It was definitely doable because the movement 9, you only need 2 pushes. It's even more doable if you'd lined up for the quick snap, which they have not done. Well, you probably could put it back in now, but you don't have the advantage of what there would have been, which was you could have just moved that into 1 push need. So, yeah. I would have gone for it. Like I would have tried for it because first of all, 110s are a fun challenge, and secondly, it definitely was doable, but it was hard. Like it did need luck. I don't know why I didn't put the movement 5 one on the line to get hit. That would have been a far more sensible thing to do. The one that I'm happy to die, put that on the line instead of a regular Saurus, but luckily not punished for that. Plus roll 1 and hit your own player. No. Diced. Not a serve, but it will be a mighty bear hit. She does not remove it, so that's nice. Vanish pass on the gutter. Not happening. Why couldn't you roll that failed pickup on the turn you scored? Boo. Well, you need 5s on the pushes, Ajax. That's the thing. Like there was about 3 or 4 pushes needed. No, there was I think there was 3 pushes needed, and obviously you make all of them a 2 dice, but that's still you need to roll a 5+. It's effectively you need to roll a 5+ with a reroll 3 times. Then the last one can be a PAL. So that it is still like not easy, but I don't know. I would have gone for it. But that doesn't mean that everyone else has to. So we have none on 0, so I guess it's Blood Bowl that and one of the 2 on 2. Dimmy, Soz. I think we're chevroning against rats. Which does leave skink hits on sadly, but Hey, Dr. Bagisi. Oh, look, I can see the argument for doing what they did, right? Like, I can see an argument for it's a hard 1 turn, the odds are against it working, whereas if you remove a Saurus or even get me down, like, there was a world there where if they roll well on armor and injury, I'm starting the second half down players against Skaven, which is a very bad place to be, so yeah, I can see the argument for it, but I would have gone for the 110. I would have tried. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's like a mindset thing as well, right? Like when I play elves, if there's a chance to go for that score, I'd rather go for it. Because I think, like, yeah, you just kind of need to put the foot on the accelerator and keep it there sometimes with, like, the agility teams. Changing weather does not actually change. Shortcut to the side, which is probably where they want it. They've got their blitzer lined up here, so... And the rat ogre obviously on this side. Does get the full power on Christopher. But Christopher is too strong. Lucky. Let's get the power on Blood Bonnet. Also too strong. Would have been a nice turn for a perfect defense because they did commit to taking these blocks. So solid defense, we could have just squished all strength 4 up against these edge 3 players. So now we're going to take the Roger hit here. I assume. Yeah, you need to do that, otherwise you end up hitting your own teammate and it becomes 1 dice. Probably should pick the ball up first, because that is a loner and doesn't have block or... Well, Juggernaut wouldn't matter because it's not going to be a blitz. Maybe I should have put this second line closer to that line to make the frenzy hit hard. I didn't really think about that, but maybe everything should have just come up a square. So this would be stepping into a thing. Picks the ball up. Does not pick the ball up. Catches the ball, but that is a turnover. Interesting. Okay. It's a good 1 in 9 for us. Alright, well, that's definitely not going to be the boat, so that means get up. Is that there, or are we thinking we might rush it at the end? The rush looks kind of good, so maybe we're not doing that yet. I'm going to have to take this, because that's what opens the hit on here. I'm going to end up definitely wanting this base, so that's going to go now. Good. One assist makes us a 3 dice, so I think we definitely want that. So part of me that really wants to be greedy and do it with Mighty Blow, but that's a rush, so we're definitely not doing that. So we're doing it with you for 3 dice, hitting it that way. Is there anything else we would do first? This is a rush go I wanted to. That's a loner hit, so definitely not. I think these would react based on whether the ball goes our way or not, so I think this does happen next. Okay, full powers there, that's great. Unfortunately, we do have to knock towards their players, so it might not end well still. Oh, they got the perfect scatter. Oh, but it didn't catch it. Okay, alright, so not great for us, but not a disaster either. At that point, bring you round. Bring you round. And is it 2 dice right now? I think we do want to take it. It's a bit scary because either the 1 or the 1 in 9 are both bad. Where's my camera button? There it is. This is just gonna move here.
Count those teeth.
1 in 9 it is. Okay.
I'll have to pick up most of
At least we put them down as well. Could have done this first, but it was a 2+, whereas that was 1 in 9, so I think it was right to do it this way around, but it has left a gap here now. It's a little bit annoying. Like, would definitely have been nice to get that there. But also, if we got that, we could have gone 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was definitely better to do that first. Gonna push, actually, maybe we would have brought this around the front. Because I wasn't going to re-roll the rush there. I mean, I guess you could make an argument that that's fine. Like, I didn't need to re-roll the rush and, like, do... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should just move this 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should have moved it this side. I think we should have stopped trying to bring it around the back on this side, and that wasn't a rush. So, actually, yeah, I think I did do that wrong. Oh, well.
What was your favourite moment?
Oh, well.
of that bowl play,
Because, yeah, these being not tagged is bad.
scoring my first touchdown.
We really want the edge 3 pieces as tagged up as possible.
Head off this gift giving me some lip in the changing rooms before the game. So just for fun, I shoved the ball down his throat and then lobbed his whole body into the end zone.
But, yeah, I think that was the play. I think this should have been in here before we acted.
I scored a touchdown.
Still, pressure on their offense, right? Like, this piece is not in a happy square. That's not in a happy square. If you want the Rat Ogre to play, it's maybe going to want to be the Blitz, which is a pain for them. That's not in a happy square. Ball's obviously on the floor, which isn't too much of a problem because you're Skaven, but still a thing you've got to do something with. It's not... That was my last action was going to be to pick the ball up with it, Lord Gibby. My last action was going to be to just go for the ball and try to pick up and dodge, which is why I was doing it last. Because that was some dice that were kind of the highest risk. Would have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like 2 rushes and a 4+ pickup. It's all high risk. Instead, poor Daily does get double plowed, which is bad. Doesn't die. That's good. So it looks like the plan is to make our encampment here in the middle. pick the ball up and bring it into here. I assume that's why these have come forward. The Ratto can't blitz, could still just stand up. Does just stand up without hitting his teammate. That sucks. That's definitely bad for us. Casual 6. Yeah, it's a real pain we didn't move this first. That was a big mistake. It's, yeah, like that's just my fault, right? Like that could be in that square and it would be better, so.
Well done.
We do spend a reroll on the pickup, so that's something.
He's the quickest among his race.
Fast and impossible to tackle. Love it.
Imagine nothing else here gets a reroll because the ball is now secure. And they've only got one left. In fact, they're not even going to do anything else. Okay, fine.
If I had a goal
We're not going to be dodging them, so we might as well take our
lying on the
blocks.
field during my career, well, I could start my own team.
Nice.
You only need a million gold.
Good job,
It's like
Raven.
on the menu tonight.
Might get our first guard Saurus soon. Croc score could, but ooh, it might not be totally crazy actually. Don't love blitzing with a croc score, but blitz with a croc score would mean potentially getting tail on the ball. Does obviously require us to roll a POW, which is definitely like looking for the high roll, but don't know if anything else I do could stop them realistically, so maybe it's the right play. Do you get the POW? And a KO. Now we step into this square. Obviously that's got 2 heads anyway, so it can dodge around a 2+, but it makes the handoff play a little bit trickier if that's what they try to go for. Put that there as well. Some things in front of this. Mistake. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it because I actually need that piece to keep the Ratto get where it is. Well, that's not a good reroll. Oh
They
well.
start the turn in trouble.
That was not smart. So I've made some mistakes this drive. I have made some mistakes. Obviously, like it's pretty tough to stop Skaven from scoring, right? Like Skaven are quite good at scoring. Oh, they've gone straight for the dodge,
That's a
and they failed it. Oh wow, they went straight for the 3+ dodge, off the tail. Okay, all right. So there's a chance. There is a chance.
They're gathering around that lone
I would love to surf this, but I think I cannot prioritize that. Make this a 3 dice probably. I don't know, maybe that's too much of a commitment actually. We've got block. And if it fails, we have another chance, so
loose ball. Is
that was good.
The player needs to secure it.
almost caught.
Yeah, it's great. Don't know where the ball's going.
simple matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple.
Oh my god, we made that. It's amazing. That is amazing. It's not completely safe, but do you know, I left this, but actually, like, this tail doesn't mean anything. This has got 2 heads. I think I just have to take it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter because, like, it has 2 heads, right? So, like, that could just go wherever it wanted to regardless. I think it was right to do it. Make that more secure at least.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our cabal vision.
And then we just leave that on the right ogre. Sunday at 9 PM UK time, Blood Bonnet. I had no one left to foul with. I could have done it with this one if I dodged that first, but I didn't want to dodge that first because that would have left the ball open. So yeah, I had no one left to foul with. Much that would have been nice too. The journeyman had already moved. Goes to the ball, gets the boat down. Do you just eat that? You do. Here's Day. Oh. Probably I have to eat that, don't I? Yeah, the journeyman skink had already moved, otherwise for sure I would have done. I'd love to make that a 3 dice with Mighty Bow. Definitely going to make this a 3 dice. Definitely going to want to surf that. Definitely going to want to just stand that up and keep the right ogre busy. Okay, that's a nice start. Third dice is the charm. Third dice is really the charm, so that's a gutter and a gone. That's great. How many gutter runners are there left? Just the 2 hits one. Just the best one. Just the best one is unfortunately the answer to that. I think it's probably got to be. Do we foul before taking this block? I mean, this is not actually really a threat on the ball, is it? I think we actually do foul before taking the block. Okay, broke arm, which is the most important thing. Okay, didn't get sent off. Good. All right. I think we're starting to look secure here. Starting to look secure. It's not over yet, but there's just not a lot of Skaven left on the pitch. So that definitely helps. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Skaven in total on the pitch now. And only one of them is a gutter runner, which is the most important thing. Really, that's the most important thing. How many gutter runners are on the pitch? And it is just one. Turn 13. Again, there's a little temptation to foul this now. We have lots of assists, but maybe we shouldn't. Because we also need to move forward. I don't know, you know, turn 13, maybe it really is just best to do that first. Standing there definitely makes sense. And I actually think at this point we want to do our blitzes with the non-Microsaurus just to try to get the SPP. So let's move the ball. The ball's going to go like here. It's going to go here. It's going to go. Love that.
The attacker has an assist.
Unassisted foul or just stand in the way? I think just stand in the way.
Boo.
Boo, everyone wants the murder. But if Bitcholling Monkey might just leave them down, I don't know. We'll see. No, they won't.
Talismans are us.
Roger says no, gonna have to eat teammates right there. Are we actually blitzing or are we running away? We're blitzing, okay. They have not given up, they're still looking for those chances. Gets the power on Dimmy G. Dimmy G's too strong.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
They can one, they can two dice here if they make this. Yeah. Nicely done. Classic playing dead strats and then coming back. I do that as well with the elves. I like it. I think it's a good strategy. Should move this first to see if it's going to move. Because then we can base our positions off of that. It's not going to move. See, that's why you do it first. Okay, turn 14. So we're actually not in a rush. So maybe we might blow this in the face. Disappointing. Could hit it again from here. We're going to have to cover that though if we do. So we put it there. Ball goes here. You got to front. We haven't got enough to cover it safely, so let's not. Although, let's just push it there anyway and let those players mark it. Maybe we'll do one nice at the end. Six plus dodge. Diced. Oh no. Punished. Should have left it. Bonehead's a good trait. I don't like it. We've had quite a few boneheads this game. I think that's at least 4. Bonehead has been doing its boneheading. So make a screen of some sort. I guess maybe blitz with the rogue at the end, just get it back into play.
Croxiade red ball.
Sports drink next.
Something's happening.
Good call. Time is
Blood Bowl Nut refusing to die, even though we've put him in position to die with his movement 5. We've tried to let him die quietly. Blood Bowl Nut said no. So I think let's the rat ogre here and come back to the centre. Not doing a rush. Not doing anything because that has decided it's done for the day. Okay. It's a little bit awkward, but not the end of the world. That's more awkward. It's going to be a base cage, isn't it? That's all we've got.
open player in the opponent's half. You'll need shutting down or exploiting.
It's okay. We are going to have a 1 dice. Dodge in for a 1 dice with the 2 head scan, annoyingly, because we couldn't knock the down. The combination of double bonehead and 2 failures to knock down that rat ogre has given them a shot. I guess I shouldn't have dodged this because this being stunned also hurt us. This is a 4+ for 1 dice. It's not bad. 4+ with a reroll, 75%, and then a 5+ knockdown. Obviously, like, if it's both down, then that does end their turn, but it's definitely what you should go for. Doesn't make it. Okay. That was well played by Vitriolic Monkey. Like, they kept that alive right to the end, and had like not an awful chance there of doing something.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Use the block here. Make this as safe as we can. Good pal.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Get you out of the way, and Coddy goes in.
Nothing good comes from spending any time on
Whew.
the ground in this game.
Vitriolic Monkey, yeah, really good game. Thank you for the game. You, as I was just saying, like you took all the right choices there at the end. Like actually, like would have been really easy just to give up, and you showed that by not giving up, you kept a chance there right until the last turn. I think I definitely made a few mistakes, and obviously, like your pickup fail at the start of that half was just really unlucky. Like the pickup fail was obviously huge. Like completely changed the options for me. Very nice MVP means we get our 3rd Blocksaurus. Nice MVP for you as well on the Baby Blitzer. I know those can be a pain to level on rats at the beginning. All right, Dimmy G, General, Block. Look at the creative skill choices here on this team. We have Block, and we have Block, and we have Block. So yeah, that was starting to look like a real lizard team. And do you know what? I'm going to let Blood Bowl Nut live because Blood Bowl Nut has been very kind to me. But we are going to fire and replace him with Blood Bowl Nut 2.0 because we're not letting a movement 5 Saurus live. We'll let him keep the name because he has been very kind recently. Normally people who get a stat bust that requires firing do lose their spot, but special treatment. So we've got that. We need to customize all the fun gear that we have. I don't remember buying this fun gear. It must have been stuff we got on the Lizard season from the Blood Pass. So there you go. We have, incredibly, we now have a proper collection of 6 real Saurus, not even busted ones. A Croxagore who rolled a lot of boneheads last game, but she's doing her best. And we are still 1 away from having 11 players. I don't actually know what we buy next. I don't know if we buy the 11th player or if we buy the reroll. I don't know if we buy the reroll at all or if we just stay on 2 because of ladder spinning reasons, but in any case it's not a thing we have to worry about right now. Could random on Collie, but given that she's on 13 already, I'm half-minded just to keep saving now on Collie as well and have 2 stat-up skinks because 2 movement 9 skinks is amazing. Having an edge 2+ skink if she got lucky would be even more amazing. So yeah, I'm going to sit tight for now and I'm going to say that was game 6 on the Lizards. Record is 420. If you're enjoying watching this on YouTube, do hit that like and subscribe. It was bad past stuff. Thank you, kind sir. Where are the random general skinks? Firian, I 100% started this run with a plan to random general skinks, and then what happened was we had an endless, well not endless, it's now finally ended, but what felt like a ridiculous sequence of Saurus deaths. And so I was playing with 2 or 3 journeymen every game, and I don't want to random general skinks if I can't fire them. If they have, like, some of these are great, like Block is great. I would keep probably I'd keep Sure Hands. I would keep Dauntless, definitely. Frenzy on one of them, sure. I would keep a lot of them, but I wouldn't keep all of them. Like, I wouldn't keep Fend, I wouldn't keep Shadowing. And so until I had a bench, I didn't want to do it. So until I had the I would definitely keep Dirty Player. Dirty Player is the dream, to be honest with you. Like, I am dreaming of a Dirty Player sneaky get skink at half price. I know I messaged at the wrong time, but I feel ignored. Hey Shirato, what did you message? Oh, thank you. And I don't remember telling you not to be a vampire main. I'm not anti-vamps. I think I've mostly told you not to do Morgue World and horrible star player stuff, which I say to everyone. I've never been anti-vamp on this stream. I also ignored Galentio. I'm sorry, I was busy. Where are you? Where's Galentio? Only includes private leagues and season 6 letters, but are you interested in your profile? Profile? What the heck? What the heck is this, Galentio? What's this profile? Nothing's coming up when I click. Oh my goodness. I actually low-key love this. Although it's definitely not correct. This is only counting recent ladders? I've played a heck of a lot more than 27 games on Elf Union, and I've won a heck of a lot more than 10 with them. So I'm guessing this is not complete data. I do like that it supports my claim to being an agility coach, unlike some people. Yeah, it's not good for my stat feeling good about myself, because if it's only counting the most recent ladder season, I've had a horrendous season in ladder. Whereas if you included previous ones, my numbers would look a lot better. But that's okay. They don't really matter, numbers. Rick, is this the famous Rick Reckless coming into my chat? Hey, Rick. And Lady LeFay. And Firian, I did see your advice. You aren't getting Legion help swing Saurus, but yeah, so yeah, I might go to 3 wheels. The Pokemon is here. How are you, Rick? Yeah, it's been wild. Like, I could not win any tournament at all. Like, I could not win a tabletop or online tournament, like full stop at all, for so long. However long I've been playing Volleyball, never happened. And then, like buses, 2 come along in 2 weekends. So it has been nice. I feel like I've had my fair share of runners-ups and tiebreakers and losing finals on kicks and every other different way there was to not win a tournament. So it was nice to finally be on the other side. But I would never have guessed, never ever have guessed that the first one I won would be the one I would win, because it was such a ridiculously strong field. Like, so that was incredible. And then this weekend was just really fun. Like, took the vampires. It was kind of a weird tournament this weekend because it was 44 people and only 3 games. So like, you knew it was going to come down to tiebreakers. So like, even if you won all 3 games, that wouldn't be enough. So you had to think about, they had a bonus point system where it was extra bonus point for every touchdown, up to 3 bonus point, up to 3 per game. So you couldn't get more than 3 per game. So you had up to 3 bonus points for touchdowns every game. You had up to 3 bonus points for casualties every game. So you could cause up to 3. Anything more than that wouldn't get counted. And then you got 5 bonus points for a shutout. So if you didn't let your opponent score, you got 5 bonus points. And it just meant that, like, you had to, like, especially like after the first game, but even in the first game, like, it was in your mind. And then, like, you knew you had to get those shutouts. And I played as Dark Elves, and I played against I played as Vampires, and I played against Dark Elves, Skaven, and Vampires. So all teams that can score quite quickly, which just really, like, changed how I played every game and made me take some risks that I wouldn't otherwise have taken, like trying to do longer drives and not give the ball back. But yeah, they were all super fun games. I definitely got the luck in the big moments, which has been the theme of both tournaments, really. Like, I just feel like 2 tournaments in a row, I've rolled snakes, but I've not rolled the bad snakes, and it feels like it's taken a long time to have the tournament like that, because I've had some horrendous snakes this year. But it's nice to finally be the one that didn't roll the horrible snakes. Just win the World Championships. Listen, I really want to set everyone's expectation. There's a very, very strong chance I'm going out before we even reach the knockouts of the World Championships. Like, I am behind the 8 ball, because realistically, I need to beat Strider, and Strider literally won the whole thing last time. So it's a very, very minimal chance of me going through. I'm going to try. Like, I am going to try. I'm not trying to, like, tell everyone I won't, but I landed in the group of death, and the game that I needed to go better was the one against JLev, realistically. And it didn't. Like, I think I was quite unlucky in that game. I mean, I rolled like 3 critical snakes. I also had like 4 wood elves removed by like turn 5 more, or even sooner than that. I can't remember. So I was up against it in that game. I'm sure I could have played it better as well, though. So Tree Rex and also I am gonna feel awful about this, because it was not my name. Someone else came up with Tree Rex, and I feel bad that I can't credit them, but they deserve to be credited. I already bet my website that you would win it all. Don't let you down. Sorry. Might be letting you down. I'm just happy to be in it. Like, I didn't think I was going to be in the World Championships, and I'm happy that I am. So it's a shame we don't have Was it you, Vitrolic Monkey? Alright, I'll try to remember. Well, thank you for coming up with it, as well as giving me a fun game just now. It is a great name. It's easily the best lizard name that it could have been for me playing lizards. But yeah, it's a shame we don't have Rick Reckless in the World Champs. Too busy smashing everyone at poker these days. Winning the World Cup would be cool, but have you heard about Alpha Chad? I have heard about Alpha Chad. Do you know what the only thing that's wrong with the ZFL is? I love the ZFL. It's like my favourite Blood Bowl right now. The only thing wrong with it is because of, sensibly, because of cross-region stuff, and also because it's a lot of admin work because of all the role-playing stuff. We only get one game every 2 weeks. And I played my previous game quite late in the round and my last game quite early in the round, so now I've got to wait a while before I get to play in the ZFL again. Which does make me sad, because I want to do more ZFL. What a team of legends.
Welcome back, Spot.
Thanks, Lady Rebecca. Like, listen, I've never had that much fun playing against dwarves as I had this week in the ZFL. What is the USP of ZFL? It's Blood Bowl 3 meets role-playing game talk. So, like, it's... there's, like, a whole part of the game that happens off screen with, like... I have, like, a team hub. I have to make decisions about my roster. I get demands placed on me by my owner and the players and the fans, which I'm trying to meet, and I can't talk about those. Those are, like, my secret conditions. Like every like roster, every team has like an identity that has like things around it. So like my team has a Nepo baby, like my team owner has her son on the team and I'm not allowed to fire him and he can't die and he's awful, but I need to like get him touchdowns because that's the owner's son. So it's a role-playing game like crossed with Blood Bowl 3 and it's really fun. And if you want to know more about that, the first 3 games are now all up on YouTube. The last one did a better job, I think, of actually explaining it. The first 2, I think I just kind of put them up without properly talking through enough what was going on. But the last game, I did more of an explanation about, like, my team's story and the opposing team's story. And, right, this is game number 7 of our Lizard Man run. We have 4 wins and 2 draws. We've got what is actually starting to look like a real Lizardman team with all 6 Saurus and a Croc score. We've got block on 3 of the Saurus. We've got movement up runner. Most exciting bit is just 2nd game in a row starting with all the Saurus and Crocs. We're playing against a 2-game-old necromantic team. They have both wraiths, they have both werewolves, they have both golems, they have 1 ghoul. The only added skill though is this kick, so they are definitely a bit behind on the skills here. Do check out the YouTube ZFL stuff. I think the ZFL is really enjoyable. It's really enjoyable to play in. I hope it's making fun content. Some people seem to think it is. Just replying to a message very quickly. But yes, the only problem with ZFL is there's only a game every 2 weeks for me. So the content is a bit more of a drip rather than all coming in at once. So we have our speedy one. They've gone defense first. What do they take for their inducements? I'm guessing a keg's probably could take, yeah. They've got a bench of 1, which is a ghoul, which is staying off for now. So we're going to try to do lots of bonks on the line. Need to remember that they have frenzy, of course. Okay, let's give that a go. Let's give that a go. Still don't feel like I'm fully sure how to play lizards, but we're working it out as we go. My hunch is that this is quite a good matchup for us on paper, at least, because again we've got some skills added to our team, our opponent doesn't. But werewolves with claws can kill Saurus, and obviously, like, just in general, Necromantic are a very good defensive team for like putting things in front, stand firm on the sidestep. So I did forget they have kick. And solid defense. Don't know how much they can do with that because of the game and strength of the Saurus, but maybe there's something. I guess the flesh golems could come in here. Like, if it scatters the right way for them, like, there's a world where this scatters onto a Saurus and goes on the line, in which case it could get really bad for us. It's a 1 in 8 scatter, but it would be a very, very bad scatter if it happened. It's like a 1 in 8 into a 1 in 4, because if it scatters here again, obviously it has to be caught or scatter again. So, like, that's the disaster, those 2 squares there. It's worth them covering, right? Like, these things can happen. And I'm just generally going to use these flesh golems here, it looks like, to glue up our good Saurus. Keep them from getting where they want to go. Okay, scatter is good. Scatter is good. Mighty Bow is also good. Am I worried about getting myself into trouble with the frenzy here? Yes, yes I am. But I think I still need to take this hit and give myself a second hit with block. Good. Good. That's definitely helpful. Also helpful. Inflow. Knocking everything down is good. Fortunately, those flesh golems will get straight back up, but
This is going to be decisive.
Then push them back. Personally, I'd have decked them.
we're just going to leave that. Probably we should.
Yes, they picked up the ball.
I think it's correct just to leave that. I think, sadly, well, it's more fun to hit with Mighty Bow and hope you could kill it. It probably makes sense just to stay there.
Yeah, sounds like a good old-fashioned fight.
This is where I need Frenzy. I need my Frenzy skink to start throwing zombies into the crowd. I didn't blitz that turn. I maybe should have not. Well, I don't know. No, I think it was worth doing the screen. I think sometimes you live without the blitz. Maybe like my last Saurus spot could have been a blitz instead. We're going to claw the Mighty Bow. Looks like a yes. Could be bad. Could be very bad. Oh, we're not going to claw it. We're going to do it with block. Okay, goes to the safer hit, but not the claws. Gets the pow. Would not have made a difference if they had claws. So, use that. They're playing this well, right? Like, this is going to be difficult. They're going to split my team here, which is exactly the right thing to do, I suspect. What's that? I'm going to serve here if I do this first. But it's all a bit iffy.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
It's only a zombie, but I still think it's worth serving. Like, removing players from the pitch is just a good thing. Especially against teams as good at getting in your way as Necro are.
Finish in the public, and in general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
Now the ball carrier is free to move. Us is turning into a trap defense. The end zone is a calling.
Oh, I hate this, but I think maybe I've just done it. I might just serve it though. Okay, I'll do that then. Alright,
That
not to
is as
be.
slippery as an eel, but not quite as clever.
We don't take that. We do take this. Good.
Get up!
We take that. This is a 50% knockdown, but if it's a 1 on the skull, I think we have to reroll it.
A good coach
Okay,
always
good
uses
roll.
the right player, right time.
We don't take that action. And I think we probably need to leave everything else. God, they're fast, aren't they? I can almost hit the ball, which I did not even think to count. Alright, not like an ideal turn, but taking one of them off the pitch doesn't hurt. Even if it is just a zombie. Denzel Saunders, the beloved Nepo baby, who always comes through as an amazingly good bad player. It won't last, but I'm enjoying that they've had some success despite all their limitations. Our ZFL hero. Okay, so 2 dice there, yeah. That was always happening.
And the skulls of fired players' agents.
Oh, the break is good.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
I keep wondering if there's like some clever way of surfing the ball here with this, but I don't think there is. Because you need to fill this. There are definitely ways to put pressure on there, which is what these Wraiths are going to try to do now. Do not like. They've played this well. Like, they've used their solid defense well to create extra pressure. Ooh, but that is a 1. Which does get rerolls. They're down to 1 reroll. Is there a surf? Like, not on the ball, but just on another skink, maybe?
Oh, wait!
Okay. So you push here, here. You don't have a surf. I think we don't let them have us. Maybe I'm missing something. Like, you get an extra hit, but not a serve.
The man
Let's both down. I can do that. Okay. Alright, good. So we've still got these two free and that maybe you can get out. We'll see. Do have that hit right away. We probably need to get you up and just base that. I don't really want to do, but I think I probably have to. Let's bring this ball back into the middle. It's not going to be super safe until we do some other stuff, but it's safer than it is on the sideline.
They're just too fast. Break some legs, please. It's too speedy for my eyes.
Man, I wish we'd serve this. I guess we can serve this actually, it just requires a... If I push you here, it's a skink dodge for a 1 dice. Yeah, we're going to try that. That's worth trying. Let's burn the one.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure.
Push the stronger player back. That'll
It's a journeyman as well. I think we've got to try it. It's so valuable. No, journeyman says no. I think it had to be worth trying. It had to be like 3+ with a reroll, 3+ without a reroll to serve the wolf.
It's about to get punched above and below at the same time.
Some revenge coming here. I'm going to get to Osaurus. I don't know yet, Tokamada. Like I say, the one downside to ZFL is that it's only one game every 2 weeks, and I played early in the round this week, so it's going to be at least another week before I get to schedule my next opponent, I think. So yeah, not yet, but hopefully not too long. 1, 2. Can I see the ball? Yeah, it can. God, they're fast. Oh, it's going to go for the sack instead. Could have hit the ball, but preferred to get rid of a skink. Fair enough. Good. We're still in trouble here. We're in a lot of trouble. Things are not going how we want them to. Maybe I should have taken the Crocs hit before going for that serve. The Crocs has been doing useful things, but I think at this point where it's just marking one zombie, it's not doing enough. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think this drive's in trouble now. That serve would have made a big difference compared to where we ended up. Like, it's gone from being a possible 11 on 9 for us to being a 10 on 10, but worse than that because that's stunned and we've got these all on the floor in bad squares. Like, our opponent's playing it well again. Like, I'm not even sure like how much I have a grounds to complain. I'm just saying it's a tough spot we're in. Aren't doing great on these rolls. Something at least. I have to take this Crocs corporates. It's the only way we're going to get to move somewhere. I probably have to stand up. I don't want to stand here but get served. Not the dream, but not a self knockdown either. I think we're into potato territory.
What a speedster! Players going for it.
That can't hit us. We stand on that. Neither of them's hitting us. Dodging to try to do something has now, twice in 2 games, just led to us breaking our own armour, so maybe I need to stop doing that. Maybe the dodging Saurus to put them in more useful squares is more harm than it's worth. ZFL seems so fun, which is something like it in North American times. There are North American players in ZFL, and like Mongoose, who's doing the Division 2 recaps, is American, so I think it's not US opposed. In fact, I think Jaleb's one of the admins. I think he's played in it before. I don't think he's playing it now. I did not shout 5 me. I know, was a mistake. So we're going to claw the Croc score, which is fair enough. That was the decision I guess I took by basing it. They're going to hit everything, which they should. Need 1 more assist to make it a 2 dice on me. Oh, they're going for the 1 dice. Why use the 1 dice? You've got a zombie right there. Goes into a 2 dice. That was a rowdy 1 dice. Not sure why we did that. They're not down there. I really don't understand that 1 dice at all. Oh, they want to foul it. Okay, that makes sense. Come on, ref. He's not interested. Oh well.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
Block is a good skill.
Slippery like an eel. Just squash him next time. And he's still standing.
Just put up first. What are we doing here? Are we just scoring? If we're just scoring, then I think we try the value hit. It's pretty hard to get safe from that wolf, so I think we are just scoring. So let's go for the value hit.
That's a holding.
Which does not work.
If ever I saw one.
Boo. Well, not my finest drive, but Necro are hard to play into. The perfect defense definitely put us on the back foot, and at least we scored. I think it's right to score here and put the Necro on offense. Like, they've got 1 reroll. They're not the easiest team to do offenses with. I think it's definitely like not great to score when we did, but I think it's better to do that than to risk the score. So I think it's okay. have no guard. Is there a case for doing the stupid all-mans? There might be a case for it. I also think there's only one way to find out. I think if nothing else, it's definitely going to make it more awkward for them to get the frenzy hits. I do not know if this is right. But I do feel like if I was playing the necro, I would look at this and be like, oh, that's annoying. Like, you've got flesh golems, so you could get one hit on each side of this. But I don't know how you're going to get much more than that. But I might be better to find out. Like, I don't know. Off topic, but would you invest Juggernaut on a human blitzer that Necro and Stanfield more common before Chaco? I really like Juggernaut on killers. I think if you're building a killer, Juggernaut should definitely be one of the skills that you want to put on it. It's great against Necromantic, definitely, like with the golems, but it's also just good for not getting stuck places, right? Like when you do a blitz, and with a human as well, they're only 53+. When you do a blitz and roll 1 in 9, sometimes you don't mind that you haven't knocked your opponent down, but you also don't want to leave your players stuck there. So I really like Juggernaut for that. Obviously, it's got other like fringe benefits, like it's good against wrestle. It can be good for surfing. So like I really like having Juggernaut on a human blitzer. But I think with human blitzers, you kind of just want to build like one killer, right? Like you have, I need to fence around, I was going to keep the wrong way. You need to have a lot of guard wherever you can have it. But the one that's a killer, I think definitely gets Juggernaut at some point. Probably you don't want to put the Juggernaut on there before, that's a good kick for us, I think, because they wanted to go this way. You probably don't want to put the Juggernaut on there before, like Mighty Blow Tackle. I think those skills come first, but you do want it, eventually. Okay, so they're not picking up on the ghoul, maybe because of the snow, they want the speed of the wolf. Yeah, I think that's what you're looking at. One killer and then the rest is guard. But I would go Mighty Blow, then Tackle before Juggernaut. I think those skills probably are still more important for your killer than Juggernaut, but you want Juggernaut like later on. That's a 1 dice block. Have only got 1 reroll. Like things can go wrong here. Okay, they're coming around to hit Skink. Are getting a POW. I thought that might pick the ball up, so now I'm a bit confused. I'm just going to try to squidge us in and come pick the ball up with this one, but that's a rush in the snow. I'm not sure what their plan is here. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just trying to wall us off and they think they can worry about the ball later. They have got 4 turns, more than I wanted to give them. They've sadly not rolled a skull on any of those 1 dice. I say any of those. They've done 2 1 dice. They haven't rolled a skull on them though, which would have been handy. So are we going for the 3+3+ now, or are we just going to go stand next to it? Just standing next to it, okay. We need to punch this. That is annoying. I really would like to knock that down and have more players free, but not to be. Okay, well, let's bring things around. Four, 5, 6, 1 more, we'll make that a 3 dice, which I will take. Wow, we are not rolling so hot. unfortunately taken all those players and not allow me to pressure the ball like I wanted to, which is definitely bad, but it is what it is.
This is going to be
Let's
decisive.
go east.
That player has to be anchored to the spot.
We snaked it. That was the only way that didn't break arm was a snake. No, we could have rolled a 3. Ah, that's pretty shitty. Like, we took 8 dice to knock that wolf down. Finally spent the mighty bow on it because we hadn't been able to knock it down. Didn't break arm with the mighty bow, and then didn't break armor on a 4+. That's pretty crummy dice. Gotta be honest, that seems pretty unlucky. Oh well, that's going to hurt us a lot, as we're now capped on 10 for the game and we've achieved nothing for it. They're going to try to come back this way now. Probably got just about enough time. Man, that was shitty dice. We hit that with block the first time there as well. Oh my god, and of course they're getting their 1 dice knockdowns. Okay, well, I feel a bit hard done by here, but sometimes in Blood Bowl you are hard done by, so... No struggles for them to roll powers on 3 dice. It's really bad.
Your hands are already like hammers, Bob.
Yeah, I think we've been extremely unlucky here. Oh well. Oh well. Makes the pickup as well. Rolls a bonehead because that's what we're doing right now.
Standing there drooling.
Imagine if we had powers on our dice, what we could achieve. Sadly, we don't.
Fifth swing. He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
If I had a gold I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1 million gold.
Now he's letting go freely.
Even that's not good. We give an armor break, but no. Not so much. What a terrible couple of turns of dice. Grump, grump, grump. Only Blood Bowl. And terrible turns of dice do happen. Nowhere near as terrible as my last opponent at the weekend tournament. Nowhere near as terrible as his first round of dice, to be fair, so I should remember that. My poor opponent last game, it was a vampire mirror, and on their offense, they managed to use 4 rerolls by the end of their turn 2, at the end of which they had the ball on the floor and had removed one of their own thralls. So yeah, there's always worse dice, aren't there? There's always someone who's rolled worse, and this weekend my opponent definitely did. So I'm slightly curious about how they're getting this ball forward. I guess it's dodge this and hit here. No? Well, this can't score. Because this has not got hands. So now the only player that can score realistically is the one carrying the ball. Which I guess could just blitz through here and go on its own. And then try to get the zombies up with it. That's probably the play. Or use the zombie to blitz, that also works. No power there is nice. This was obviously like what I was hoping for, was like, you haven't got, it's like not, it's just not an easy offense with Necromantic. Like they've got a shortage of fast players. Like if we'd had even slightly better dice the last couple of turns, I think this would have been impossible, but as it is, it's definitely possible for them. So we want to hit with this, which means we need one of these to knock this over, really. Just why we're putting rerolls into it. Oh, that's a 1 dice, and I'm lucky. Finally lucky. That was a 1 dice that I missed. So now we've got this hit on the ball. Which does work. And they score. Not without a chain push. Okay, that 1 dice was very lucky, and I need to shut up. Having been lucky now. Yeah, nothing else can score except for that with a chain push. Looks like a pretty tough chain push at the moment, so I think we're okay taking our books. Taking a reroll because I haven't got another turn, and that's a werewolf, so I'd like to kill it. Okay, so I've missed something. Maybe there's only a chain push that I've missed, in which case I'll have to say fair play to them. But yes, that was definitely lucky on that 1 dice that I missed was a 1 dice. Especially because I could have just tried standing this up sooner to avoid it being a 1 dice. Does get another power and a skink. At least it's not the super skink. We're going to be very short of skinks next half if this goes off. Okay. So, chain from here, go 1, 2. I just don't think you've got the last hit. I think you can get the first bit. I don't think you've got the last hit. 1 into here. 2 into here, but then where's the next one come from? Again, if they do it, I will have to take my hat off to them. No, I think they're not. They haven't got it, otherwise they wouldn't reroll it. Goes to a 1 dice, goes to a skull. Okay, alright, so we did get 1 nil at half. We do only have 9 players unless we get our player back. Which we do. Okay, so 10 players. Could be worse. Could be worse. I think this formation was quite annoying for them. They wound up taking 1 dice, so I'm gonna stick with it. See how it goes. Obviously, like, this is a different drive. They are no longer in a rush. But yeah, this is like I got some luck and some not luck there, but I do think like this is a thing that I've tried to think about more recently. Like, is you don't always need to get the turn 8 stall, right? Like if it's going to be a hard offense for your opponent, sometimes it is okay to go in earlier. And I think that was obviously the snow made this harder for them as well. But like Necromantic just aren't that amazing at offense. They're much better on defense, which is why I thought it was better to not risk my score, take my score, and try to play defense game for them. Which again, like I then got some luck. So I'm not saying it was like all just perfect, but
Looks like the clearly remember we're not playing soccer.
flying headbutt into just a stun. That's okay. Bringing the claws around to go after Skink Skin. They do like this play. They need a power though, and they haven't got it. Oh, they will push it into more hits. Okay, so they've got the power, but they are going to leave their werewolf on the Crocs. So mixed bag, I would say that one. It does give them, no, it doesn't give them the assist on that. So it's going to depend if our Crocs feels like doing some fun stuff. I feel like I would want to be using the claws more on the Saurus rather than the Skinks, but also I have been like trying to make it hard for them to get the claw hits on the Saurus, so maybe they just haven't been because it's hard to. Maybe that's just suggesting that I've done something right, or maybe that's a tactical thing, I don't know. But yeah, this seems risky, like letting your wolf be stuck in here. Probably what will happen now is Croc score will roll a 1 and Bonehead, so it won't matter. But yeah, we're definitely going to be trying to hit it. Okay, they did fail that 1 dice, but they re-rolled into a power. So they do get all their powers, but they also... Oh, they can push it back off there. Okay, nicely done. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That does get it off the Croc score. But they have used 50% of their re-rolls, and the ball isn't in hand yet, so... Did they get 1 stun or 2 that turn? Just 1. Okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see. I guess they were definitely going for damage by maximising the hits. Like, I don't know if I would have even taken all the hits they took. I think I might have been more passive and not put everything on the line. But that doesn't mean I'm right. It just means it's what I would have thought about. And I'm very often wrong. I think we want to blitz this with a Mighty Bow still. Maybe we blitz it into the Croc score again. Like, why not? What happens if I push you into here? What are you going to do? I think I want to find out. Like, they get to sidestep, but I'm curious where they'll go. It gets you off this anyway, so... means we can hit this golem. Stupid, sturdy wolves not dying on me. I'll stand that up now. I'll bring this back. 1 dice unless we either put you in or the Croc score. I don't think I want to put the Croc score in. I think the Croc score I would like to... Nice. Very nice. Okay. So we've got 1 dice here. Can make that a 1 dice or a 2 dice. It's keeping you stood there anyway. Okay, we're coming to this. I was wondering if they would try to switch away from this or if they're going to come towards us. They're going to come towards this. This wolf is in what feels like not a great square for it, so I'm pleased about that. Even though we didn't manage to break its armor. It's at least somewhere it doesn't really want to be. Maybe we could have positioned better here to stop them from getting 2 dice on this. I think probably we could, because I didn't put these in here particularly exciting. But they got a push, so that's good. So now we get to stay on the golem. Like, it's not the best trade, Croc score for golem, but it's not a bad trade, to be honest. Like, actually, maybe it is the best trade. If you're just going to leave a player on one of the necromantic, maybe Croc score for golem is pretty good, right? Like, that takes out half of their, like, strength against my team that has a lot of strength. Ginger Badger, why would you say that? You're just asking for trouble.
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
You're asking for it to go wrong. But yes, you are correct. Okay, so they get the POW, but they have also left their wolf to be hit again. They're hard, aren't they, wolves, right? Like, it's hard to keep them safe all the time. With the frenzy, like, you want to hit with them. But especially at the start when they haven't got dodge or anything yet, they can be quite hard to keep safe. Dukes! Hey, Dukes. Ball comes forward. Okay. Mighty blow this.
A good coach
Good.
always uses the right player at the right time.
Not just one without mighty blow. Mighty blow, no removal. No mighty blow, removal. Again, I must say, Blood Bowl is very silly. But I'm very happy because I didn't really care which of them went off. As long as one of them went off, it was great. So, where's the blitz now? We don't have a wolf to blitz. I think we don't want to touch this. I wish I had a Saurus close enough to blitz here. One.
These are not spirit fingers.
Dukes, thank you so much.
These
Our
are spirit fingers.
I mean, I guess we could blitz this, and if it knocks down, and we can stick the Croc skull back in here. It just feels a bit of a waste, but maybe it's okay. Like, at least we're blitzing with block, which is what we want to do.
A prone player is a dead player.
That was my worry. That was my worry. Oh well.
No,
I'm still getting some strength 4 problems up here for them, so.
a timidity.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm curious to play more necromantic, and I am. But I think these are the problems you run into with them, aren't they? Like, if you haven't got that guard yet, especially, and you play up against a strong team, a high armor team, it's just like hard. I was not high armor, I meant high strength. Like, it's just like hard to not get stuck down because you haven't got much agility, 3 even, let alone better than that. And you haven't got the strength to win a brawl, so they're a tough team at the beginning. I think they get a lot better when they get the guard on all the positionals, like the wraiths and the golems, but
Touchdowns are coming.
without that guard,
The wizard has promised me at least one more before the final whistle.
it can be a slog.
chooses the right player.
Another one dice pow. It's fair enough. Like it's what they've got to take them, right? Like that's for exactly the reasons I've just said. They've got to take them. Where's the blitz? Got. I've got a 1 dice here, but it wouldn't get you anywhere. Like it would just move you there. Like it's still worth taking if you get the power. Yeah. I'm just saying it's not the blitz though. Okay, no armor break is important. Just for that not becoming a snowball situation. So now you could 2 dice blitz with the ball carrier here. Maybe is the plan. No, we're going to blitz skink. Okay. This looks like it's going to be a potato. Which, to be fair, those pals have actually made a potato much stronger, haven't they? Okay. Fair enough. That's what they've got. Again, like it's not like... It's like not amazing, but it's what they've got. I think that's fair enough. That's definitely not dodging. This is definitely not dodging. Like, do we just get a Saurus on it? Is that good enough? It's not even that easy to do. I'd love to get the Croxagore tail onto it, but that's pretty hard to do. Like, we need to put an assist in here and cancel around there. Maybe we just gotta go for a skink blitz. Maybe that's the best we can do. Like, 2 dodges, we'll get a skink blitz. Or 1 dodge, actually, if we do it right. And that's probably the best we've got. So... stand you up. It's a 1 dice, isn't it? That's a 2 dice. Which is fine. Wolf is not in a position to do anything about that, so you do not do that. Oh, I've created that for myself. Okay, well that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine, I guess. I could have pushed that and then brought it all the way around. So now you've got to do the bits. Makes a dodge. Probably have to eat that. Don't like eating it because it's not my best skink, but... Oh, I should have broken that up. That was silly. Oh well. Okay. It is injured my best skink, but at least they're only badly hurt. Scatter's pretty good for us. Not waking up the Croxagore might come back to haunt us here. Yeah, exactly right. Airplay, exactly right. Oh well. I sort of forgot about it in there. And hey Plo, how are you? Okay. Yeah, that would... Oh, so it would have been 2 dice even if the Croxagore was activated. So. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it's actually going to affect the decisions here in the end, because they would have done that anyway. It wouldn't have changed that. So I'm not sure it would have changed loads. Freeze up this zombie, which means he can blitz a skink. I think the mistake definitely was not pushing that down. It would have been better off pushing it down if we brought this around. 2 dice here as well. But their 2 1 dice powers there help them a lot. Like the 2 1 dice powers on these ones definitely like weaken my position here. I can turn on. But we're still looking at a ball carrier blitz and a 4+ pickup. No, you blitz with this one. Do you blitz with that one? It's a rush in the snow. Maybe you don't. They are blitzing with that. Rush in the snow, 3+. Makes the pals. Okay, well. Rolling pals, always a good strategy. They've rolled a few of them in the last couple of turns. Never hurts to roll lots of pals. They've rolled very well the last couple of turns, to be honest, in just about everything. Alright. So we have just got a Saurus hit if we want it, but it hasn't got block, so let's think about what we can do first. It's a dilemma because I could do that block, and if it works and I get that block for 2 dice, then I could get this out. Or I could be more cautious than that and just try to activate this. Okay, there goes one reroll. At least it didn't turn over. I don't think it makes a difference if I go over here. Oh my god, don't do that. Am I risking this to do this? No, I should ball first, shouldn't I? I should ball first.
Oh dear. I hope that player has original will.
Now we do this.
Barely speak, Jill, let alone write. And here's a note. You've entered. That player.
And then we do this. And then we go in here, I think.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd. Well, last time that happened, it took 3 days to reach
Okay,
the body back
we'll
to
see. I think
What will they do?
they have ways out, but they have dice to roll. Oh, is it not a rush? And I thought it was a rush. Oh, that's a instant 1 in 9, so that's the last reroll.
advantage.
Okay, now they're definitely under pressure. I obviously miscounted it then. So in which case, yeah, it was definitely right to do it if it wasn't a rush. Ah, good luck, Dukes. That sounds exciting. Maybe a little scary, but in a good way. Hope it goes well. Okay. We used our blitz yet? We haven't, so we can blitz this free as long as they don't 1 in 9. So we can't do it with block. So it's a 1 in 9 dodge or a 1 in 9 blitz. Either way, actually. Goes for blitz, which I think is probably correct. Forwards push. Don't think they can get it safe from a 1 dice, but they can get it out of Saurus hits.
A great game so far. Seem to be having a little doubt.
Oh, I guess maybe that does get it safe from 1 dice, to be fair. Maybe I was just wrong. Really need this knocked down, which luckily it has. Hey, casualty.
Injured player slowly but surely regenerates himself.
got him here, hasn't it, really? It's not doing anything in the other square. Good, croc score.
There's only one word to say.
Love that.
Not words. Sound. Crunch. Now as free as a fork in a thunderstorm.
Are we just stopping there? You go here, dodge here. Maybe that's actually harder to deal with because then you've got not the assist to hit. So. I think maybe we stop. Try to dodge this. On a 5-me! 5-me! Yes! We've not been good at those 5-me's. That's very nice. Alright. What are you going to do now? You blitz here. If you power it, you've still got some hard dodges. If I dodge that, then does it help you? I'm not sure if I fail this if it helps you any, because you still have this problem here. It's not easy to solve. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that. Oh, cheeks. I'm sorry you're terrified, but exciting as well, right? It's got to be exciting too, right? Feel free to, if you'd like to, it's entirely at your choice, but if you'd like to advertise where you are, what you're selling, feel free to do that. In my Discord or wherever. Okay, so gets the hit, doesn't get the pow. So we're looking at a 4+, 3+. Maybe I should have put that square back. Well, we just made it. So yeah, maybe I should have gone a square back. Shoot, so now I'm on the other side of it where I was saying before. The short offense is hard. They got their wolf back. Oh, that's a shame. I think that was a mistake, wasn't it? I think maybe that should have been 1 square back. Although if it was, they would have done... No, they could have done exactly the same thing on the sideline. Would still have been a 4+, 3+. So yeah, no, it's okay. It happens. I don't know, like... maybe there was a better way to do it, but I actually don't think that being a square back would have fixed it, because they could have done exactly the same thing on the sideline for 4+, 3+. Like that was... With no reroll there, like if they've 1 in 9 the blitz, it fails, and then it's a 1 in 4, 1 in 9. It's probably still better than 50-50 to succeed, so maybe it was still pretty decent odds. Yeah, it's a shame we're down our speedy skink, but it's definitely not impossible. We're on 9 against 11, which makes it tougher, and Necromantic are quite good at being in the way. But listen, we have a chance. We have a chance, and it doesn't look like they're setting up to try to turn us over and win. So if it's the old draw plus situation, could be worse. Could be much worse for sure. So Collie, shoot, we've only got 2 skinks. We've got 2 skinks on the pitch. Collie try to score. How do we approach this? We've got symmetry on both sides. I think we probably have to pick a side with only 2 skinks. We've got 3 turns. So maybe we don't pick a side straight away and we just want to come into this space and hit this to start off with, because we can pick a side the next turn. I think we don't want to like do it before we need to. I think we do want this deep, because in front is fine. Alright, we'll see. We will see. We're going to need to roll some threes for sure. Touchback would be incredible. But they have got kicks, it's not very likely. Has gone to the loo while waiting to take the kick. I don't know if that's what done. Just not. Okay. There we go. Kick. Oh, they've forgotten kick. They've put it in the middle. They forgot about kick. Brilliant coaching gives them a reroll. Ah, that was a chance of a catch, and now it's gone deep, which is not ideal. But that is possible to pick up and score on that player because of 3 turns, not 2. So let's. Keep that in our minds. Moving's great. Moving's great. Spoke Jesse.
During my career, well, I could start my own team.
Diced.
You only need $1 million. There's a way with the fairies. Better watch out. Murderous little beasts.
Let's claim some space right away, right? Let's do at least a little bit of moving up.
Figure they are. That player's not sure. Oh no, my mistake. He's in the crowd.
So we're going to want to blitz that and take the middle. Do we do the blitz for the pickup? I think we have to. I don't want to because I just feel the 1 in 9 coming. I think we have to. It's bad, but we've only got 1 reroll. I think with 3 turns maybe we have to. It's a long way otherwise.
The ball is in the player's
Okay. It's definitely not good, but I think it was correct. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take all of it because we now ideally don't want to hand off if we can avoid it. Definitely not ideal.
Spike magazine. Periodical both players and fans read.
3+. Reaching it. Okay, alright. Well, let's give us some space to move into. Ball would definitely love to sit right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's no rushes on that. That's already great. Let's see how much more great we can make it.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Oops. I haven't blitzed yet, have I? Good. So now we complete that, which is the most important part. We can see if we can free that one up as well. We can't. That's fine.
Too easy.
So, unless they do a very aggressive cage dive, we'll at least have some dice to try to roll to score. And so, fingers crossed.
The thing about golf is how it brings everyone together in a common joy.
Let's get power.
That player better know nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
Yeah, that makes it harder. Comes with that. Actually, make it a lot harder, couldn't it? Oh well. Can hit this,
Will it make a difference?
but it would make things worse if it goes wrong. It's a rush we don't want to make. We have to take that. Okay, well, that's decided for us. Stamina, take the box straight ahead.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
So now at least we have a path. So for 3 threes we can just do it. But if we can knock that down, it will make it better, so it is worth trying that. Even though it's also got the 1 in 9 risk. We need to hit it from... Could take this first, then we get to hit it with block. 1, 2, yeah, I think that's actually better. Okay, well that now means we don't take the blitz because we can't. So now we just click ball, click end zone. Which works. I think that was the correct way to do it, because like there was the 1 in 6 risk that we would do the bonehead, but if we didn't bonehead, then we'd get to block the flesh golem with like the bonehead doesn't kill us, right? Like the bonehead it's a fail, but it doesn't kill our attempt. And if it works, then we get to blitz that flesh golem with block, which increases the chance of knocking it down, decrease the chance of a turnover. And if that works, then we don't have to do we only have to do 1 dodge instead of 3. So I think that was the correct way to do it, and I think once the bonehead fails, it is then correct to not take the blitz because the blitz is going to be 1 dice. So yeah, I think that was the right solve. Like, it felt messy and not perfect, but I think of the bad options we had, it was the best one. So yeah, nice. Got a nice win. Got the SR. Got some more cash. Got a quest completed. Scoring a total of 6 touchdowns. Woohoo! Not that it matters much because this just gives us Blood Pass XP and we've done the Blood Pass, but it's still nice to have quests, isn't it? So, I think this means that Christopher can be our first skink to random a general because we now have cash and we can in fact buy 2 skinks. So let's random a general on Christopher. Alright, I said I would keep a frenzy skink. Let's keep a frenzy skink and see what happens. I said I would. I said I would, and so I will live up to my claims. I will not back away from it, even though I definitely question the wisdom of it. We're going to have a frenzy skink, and we're going to see if that's good or awful. And then we're going to hire another regular skink, so we actually no longer have a journeyman. I could afford to replace it, Collie. I could fire it and replace it right now. 75,000 in the bank. But we're going to try it. If I hate it, I might get rid of it again later. But for now, I'm keeping it. But yeah, I'm not going to go to 12 players yet because Saurus replacement fund is a thing. So that's where we will do that. So who's next on the lineman list? Vitriolic Monkey, who we played earlier today, gets to join the squad. And 2 right because they came up with a team name. So yeah, that's where we are. Collie's gonna keep saving because I think 2 movement 9 skinks sounds better than 1. Day's gonna keep saving because we want Day to get lucky and get agility up. Then everyone else here is saving for block or for their first skill after block. So Raven is very close, just needs 1 more Kaz to get guard, which is what we will do now. Like, this has got the Mighty Bow one. This will either go guard or tackle at 12 SBB. I need to decide on that. And these 3 are all still saving. Dizzy has not yet managed to cash. She's only had a couple of games. She's warming up. It'll happen. But yeah, that was game number 7 of the Lizardman run. It's going quite well so far. So yeah, if you're enjoying it on YouTube, do hit the like and subscribe.